I don't usually read the comment section on any social media post because it sucks the life out of me, like reading hatred and just a lack of understanding that's often written in there. But I was sent a post on Facebook a couple of days ago, and when I clicked on it, went like straight onto my newsfeed instead, and the top thing was a post in like a local group, and it was just full of hatred. And I clicked on it, and then I clicked on the comments to try and find like hope, because I was like, surely somebody's going to be like, are you for real? And out of like 12, 13 comments, there was one that challenged this person's perspective. The rest just fueled this hatred. And I clicked off it because I was like, I don't even know how to respond to that right now. I'm not really one for getting into arguments or anything online. But at the same time, I was like, how could I let that go? How can I not challenge it? Like I clicked on looking for somebody to challenge it. So how could I not? Anyway, I didn't. I went off. And then yesterday I went to my mum's house, or my grandma's house, and my mum said, have you heard that Reform wants to put out policy that will cut the welfare by 50 billion, I think it is. So people that are receiving money because they can't afford to work, for whatever reason, they can't work right now. I felt so angry that people in power are trying to gain more power by spreading lies and misinformation to fuel hate and division, to just divide us. And then I felt angry that people are believing these words and allowing that fear to produce a hatred within them. And I felt angry for the people who would feel scared for their future, both financially and for their safety, as a direct result of these lies and misinformation. So I did the only thing I know to do. I got up before sunrise and I went to watch the sunrise, to ask God, what is this hell? What are you doing about it? What can I do about it? It just so happened that I picked possibly the only cloudy sunrise that we've had in months, so I didn't actually see the sun the whole time. I was out for 3 hours in total, didn't see the sun. I also dropped my phone twice while filming. But I listened to Lectio 365 on the walk there, and something really hit me. It says hundreds of times in the Bible a phrase like do not fear. Things like fear not, do not fear, do not be afraid. And I realised that all of this hatred that I'm seeing is fueled by fear. I don't believe it's fear that's fueling the people in power. I personally believe that's greed. But fear is the tactic that they're using to create this hatred. Fear of the unknown, fear of something or someone unfamiliar, fear driven by lies instead of by facts, fear fueled by a horrific video of something happening in a country where people are fleeing, and the narrative being that these horrific crimes are now on a way to a town near you. As a quick side note, for me in the UK, white men have always been, for my entire lifetime, my biggest threat, and remain my biggest threat right now. So to protect me, which is what I see all the time, protecting my women, the women and the girls, or the women and the children, don't stand by and allow your friends to be sexist. Don't stand by and allow them to be racist. Don't stand by and allow them to be homophobic. Be a decent person. Call out when something's crappy. That's all you got to do. You're not somebody coming over here that has a different colour skin tone and lived in a different culture in their country isn't more of a threat to me. That's just what you've been told. Anyway, back to what I was supposed to be talking about. I think a lot of people are desperate. I think they feel like they don't have enough of what they need, and they see other people coming in and they don't want them to take their money or their jobs or their healthcare or their family. But the truth is that community enhances. Differences enhance where you're at. They bring colour, riches, light, fun, like new understandings about different things. Of course, there are still going to be some people, a tiny minority, who aren't kind, who aren't as loving, who do something that you wouldn't want them to do. But fudge me, you are already living among people who are like that. Who I don't know what I can say on video and post it, but who do these things that you do not want them doing. Who you do the things where you're talking about people coming over and doing to your women and your children. That happens already, just by people that look like you. I was supposed to stay calm in this. I'm back to calm. We limit the world we live in when we live in a world of fear. We were born to live in love. Lectio read Psalm 1 today, and it said, what did it say? Sorry. The joys of those who do not follow the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with mockers, but they delight in the law of the Lord, meditating on it day and night. They're like trees planted along a riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do. If something sounds hateful, don't follow the advice. Don't listen. Don't do it. I think most of us think of anxiety and worry when we think of fear, but I think, as with most things in the Bible, there's layers to it. I believe that fear is part of the hell that we live on earth. But I know that we get to bring heaven to earth through what we say and do. When we're partnering with God, when we're making space to listen to what he's already doing all over the world, and we can jump in and do our bit. Yes, I am sad and I am angry about the hatred that's being spread. But love and light are the way forward. Joshua Luke Smith, who was reading today's lectio, said, "Today I'm reflecting on Jesus' invitation to remain in him, discovering that the life I long to live isn't something I achieve, but something I receive." So I don't want to sit here and say all the things that I want to do, or all the things I think you should go and do, because God's plan is way bigger than what I can imagine. And when we all stop getting caught up in fear and in other people's opinions and in the darkness that just seems to be in the world, when we silence that hell and we make space for God, he uses us to move mountains. So, love and light, guys. Love and light.